Most cameras today can shoot Rec. 709, log, and even RAW. But what does that actually mean for your image? And why does the same camera looks completely different depending on the format you choose?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Today, I'm breaking down these formats in a simple and practical way. We'll talk about how they capture light and when and where they're used. This is a foundational knowledge for every filmmaker needs. Hi, my name is Ali. I'm a DaVinci Resolve trainer. On this channel, I share tutorials on DaVinci Resolve, color grading, footage restoration, using the best tools and techniques. What is Rec. 709? Rec. 709 is a color space and gamma standard created by ITU in the early days of HD television. You've seen some of RAC formats in softwares, operating systems, and monitor specs. The label changes according to the publisher. It tells cameras, monitors, and software how color contrast and brightness should look in a standard SDR environment. It defines the white point, D65, the color primaries, transfer curve, or gamma. Rec. 709 is used everywhere in SDR workflows. Whenever you see quote-unquote standard or normal picture profile on a camera, it's Rec. 709. Then the question is, why it became the standard? The answer is it's compatible with most displays, easy to preview on set, fast, predictable, and clean results, and it's designed with HD TVs spread worldwide. Works well with SDR screens, which still dominates everyday devices. Rec. 709 is still the safest and most normal image for daily content consumption. Now, for the colorist, even when the footage is captured in log or RAW, the final output still needs to be transformed in Rec. 709. This ensures that the graded image is displayed consistently and correctly across all consumer screens. Before we continue, it's important to highlight the newer standard, Rec. 2020. It covers a much wider color gamut than Rec. 709 and supports HDR. It gives you more details in the shadows, better details in the highlights, a higher peak brightness, and better overall color accuracy on capable displays. However, due to the device limitation, software compatibility, and workflow complexity, SDR Rec. 709 is still the default delivery standard across most platforms today. What is log? Log is a gamma curve designed to capture more dynamic range than Rec. 709. It compresses the bright parts of the image and lifts the dark parts, giving you a flat, low-contrast image with more information to work with. Log is usually found in cinema cameras, high-end mirrorless cameras, and now it's actually implemented in our phones. Log is the middle ground between fast Rec. 709 and heavy RAW. As digital cameras started replacing film cameras on set, log was created for filmmakers who want to preserve highlight, hold more shadows in the details, give more flexibility for grading, and reduce harsh clipping. It offers a clean base for creative look and a better dynamic range. It offers more flexibility without jumping to the full RAW workflow. Log is a smart trick to avoid the high cost of RAW. It forces the camera to pack more information in the compressed codec 10-bit 422 or similar. The log profile is always changing with every new camera generation. That's why you find log profile in numbers S-log1, S-log2, and S-log3. Applying the wrong log profile will damage the image. Let's take LogC3 and LogC4 as a comparison. The overall dynamic range is much higher. The highlights and shadows are softer with finer details. Sony S-log also went through its phases. The early S-log version were green. S-log3 fixed skin tones and made a flatter, easier curve for grading. It matches the Arri LogC well with color management, and it's used heavily in FX3, FX6, and FX9 and Venice workflows. RAW. RAW is the direct data from the sensor. It skips a lot of steps: complex compression, gamma curves, sharpening, noise reduction, and color space mapping. It's the closest you can get to the original sensor readout. This is why RAW is huge in feature film, high-end commercials, heavy VFX workflows, and Hollywood productions. RAW originally came mainly as 16-bit, capturing almost everything the sensor records. But as storage and processing got smarter, camera makers introduced 12 12-bit RAW formats that keeps all the important color and exposure data with smaller file sizes, like Blackmagic RAW, which still gives you huge grading flexibility. The real leap came with variable compression levels inside RAW formats, allowing you to choose how heavy or light the compression is, such as REDCODE RAW with options from 3:1 to 16:1. Even at higher compression, it remains true RAW, meaning you keep the same control in post while using far less storage, even with almost no visible quality loss. From practical standpoint, the RAW gives you full sensor information, 12-bit or 16-bit data, ability to change ISO, white balance, tint, exposure, gamma, and color space. It gives you the ability to debayer using transform settings. RAW is the highest ceiling in digital cinematography. So, to sum up, if you want the fastest, simplest workflow, Rec. 709 is the safest choice. What you see is what you get. If you need more dynamic range, better highlight control, and a flexible base for grading, shoot in log. And if you want the maximum quality, the best highlight recovery, and the full control over white balance, exposure, and color in post, RAW delivers the deepest image data. If this breakdown helped you, please hit like, drop a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel to support my work. And if you want to see real examples of practical use of Rec. 709, Log, and RAW, stick around, I'll show you a live demo next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.